Hey everyone, and welcome on this Thursday to this live stream. Excited to dive in. Costa here. Hope you're having an awesome day. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, depending on where you're tuning in from. Going to dive into all the information today. Super awesome topic, a topic I love to talk about because I'm obviously very passionate about. What is the ultimate investment you can make? The best return on investment, the best investment you can possibly make in your whole entire life is investing in yourself. There's a few reasons for this. Number one, your mind, no one can take your mind from you. You can invest in something and it doesn't really pan out as good as you think it's going to. Maybe it's a business decision that you make. Maybe you invest in some marketing or advertising, hoping for a good ROI, and you don't really get what you expect. Sometimes the company is a little flaky. They overpromise, they underdeliver, never a good thing. But at the same time, we all invest in different things all the time. The thing is so many people neglect to go and invest in themselves. They almost figure like as soon as high school is done, as soon as college is done, as soon as university is done, you should stop investing in yourself. And that's a huge mistake in the sense that nothing will go and pay you a return like the investment you put in yourself, whether that go and be reading books, educating yourself on business, on mindset, on happiness, on how to really have a purposeful life, how to have a fulfilled life, how to have great relationships with your kids, your wife, your family. So investing in yourself, there's nothing better in this whole entire world. There's nothing that has more promising returns than investing in yourself. So the reason why the investment that you put into yourself is better than any other investment is no one can ever take it away from you. You'll never use it. It'll always add value. And it goes and it creates whatever investment you put in yourself, it goes and it shows in so many different areas of your life. For a good example, if you invest in going to the gym, taking care of yourself, working out, all that kind of stuff, if you make that type of investment in yourself, you're investing in yourself. Maybe you're not investing money, but you're investing time, aside from like the gym membership. That investment into yourself over time will be great results for your health, for the way you feel, for your confidence, for your self-esteem, for your communication, for your clarity of mind, your endorphins, your happiness, so many different ways. That's a huge investment. And I see how people invest their time into themselves when it comes to going to the gym. But in terms of investing your time or your money into yourself, into your mind, into the way that you think, into your energy, into your spirit, it's so important, especially in business, because there's a reason why so many people who go to the gym all the time, they usually do quite successful in life, is because they've created a massive amount of discipline. So that's super important. And then also they've got a lot of clarity because they're constantly sweating and exerting energy every single day. It clears your mind. When you go and you strain the body, you strengthen the mind. So that is one of the reasons. Another one of the reasons why it's so important to go and invest in your mind is because of the fact that your whole life, your happiness, your wealth, your success, your relationships, the love that you feel, everything along those lines comes down to how you feel. And if you're not investing in yourself, there's that saying, if you're not growing, you're dying. And that's why it's so important to be constantly growing, constantly advancing, and investing everything you can in yourself. And that's exactly why I love doing what I'm doing. I love seeing the transformation. I see my clients, the ones who actually go and they're like, look, I'm going to invest in myself because I know that if I focus on internally optimizing myself, working at my peak performance, feeling the best I can possibly feel, look after all areas of my health, I'm going to have success in all areas of my life, not just financial. I'm going to have more time freedom if I don't have running thoughts, if I don't have negative beliefs around, trust and inability to relinquish control, an unhealthy ego. So there's so many different things. So the moment you go and you start investing in yourself, your whole life changes. Not just your finances change, everything changes. And so many people, they've got no problem going and investing in a piece of equipment that could break anytime. We're investing in something for their company that can break anytime. And that's just something that's just going to bring you money. That's all it's bringing you. It's not bringing you a full array of success or wealth in so many different areas of your life. So it kind of baffles me that people have no problem investing if, number one, they know they're going to make a big return. So let's say investing in crypto or investing in stocks. You're investing to make money. That's why you're investing. And people don't invest in themselves to make money, yet they're going to make way more money investing in themselves than anything else. They just don't really see it that way because the school system's broken. They don't teach people that way. They don't teach people that, you need to go and better yourself to better your business and better everything else in your life. Your relationships are huge. So many people, they won't even work on themselves whatsoever. They won't invest any time or money into themselves and the way they think, their happiness, what they do on a daily basis, constantly strive to get better. They won't put any time or money into themselves. Then they'll go and they'll just slave away at their business until they're totally exhausted, neglect relationships. They don't have any focus of mind. They have no clarity of thought. They're not even in the moment. So they just kind of drift through life and all they do is think about business all the time. What's the next move I need to make? What's the next thing I need to do? Rather than actually going and really taking advantage of the relationships in their life and nurturing them and making them stronger and have like stronger connections with people, stronger connections and bonds. So that is why, in my opinion, investing in yourself is the best money you'll ever spend in your life. And that's exactly why I absolutely love doing what I'm doing, is because I see the transformation in people. Then that relates to people's wealth. It relates to their relationships. It relates to their time freedom and their happiness. So it's really fulfilling to go and do what I do because of the fact that someone goes out on a limb and they go and they invest in themselves to make some changes in their life. And I get to make a massive impact, not only in their business and their financial side of life, but even in their healthy relationships, the way that they think, their thoughts and beliefs, any negative things that they're holding on to that's hurting them, that's making them struggle. We get to go and we break through that. With the steps, the step-by-step system that I have, the different exercises that I have, it vastly improves somebody's life. So it baffles me that so many people have no problem investing $30,000-$40,000 into like some type of crypto pump and dump scam. And I've seen so many people do this. People are like scared to go and invest a couple thousand or 5,000 in themselves, yet they'll throw $10,000 in an investment because they think it's going to turn into 40. And it's like, that will never make you happy. Investing in anything whatsoever, it'll give you short-term gains, possibly. It will give you losses, potentially. And at the same time, it's not a secure thing. So not only is investing in yourself the best investment you can make when it comes to every area of your life, but it's also something that never has diminishing returns. It'll never get taken from you. Nobody could ever go and take that away from you once you've learned it, once you've advanced, once you start going and implementing things and have way more energy and happiness in your life. And you just kind of drift through life and business becomes effortless. It becomes super easy because not only do you love what you're doing, but you're also making a big impact. So it drives you. So you don't really get exhausted. You don't get tired. And then especially if you're taking breaks throughout the day and doing certain things to go and do like a pattern interrupting your day, where you can really go and you can focus on your creative side, your clarity of mind, your peace, your serenity, feeling good, like really just feeling good. And then you're going to have way more business success. But a lot of people just don't look at it that way. So number one is, going and investing in why investing in yourself is the best investment you're ever going to make. And why it stands above all the rest is because nobody can ever take it away from you. You'll never lose it. You'll always have it. It will always make your life better. It'll never make your life worse. You could go and you can invest $100,000 into a house, and then the housing market goes and implodes and your house is worth like $80,000. Now you just lost $20,000. And when you invest in yourself, you never have to worry about losing any money. You never have to worry about losing anything. The only way you're going to lose is if you're not committed, you don't listen, you're not coachable, you have an ego, and you're not willing to do what the coach is telling you to do. Really, that's the only way you're going to lose in yourself. Or if you go and you buy a book and the book sits on your bookshelf and you never read it, then, that's a $20 investment that basically went down the drain because you didn't actually go and take advantage of the investment. You didn't use it. You didn't implement it, right? So that's why so many coaches out there, business coaches and mindset coaches and different people along those lines, they'll never have a perfect track record because it's so much on a case-by-case basis. That's why I'm so specific about who I'd actually work with. And that's why I always go and do a strategy call before I'll even I'll do a success planning call or a triage call before I'll even do a strategy call. Because there's a lot of people where I'm like, no, you're not a right fit. You're not in the right spot in your business. They might have the money in savings, but am I going to add a massive amount of value to their life for the dollars they're giving me? No, because they're not there in their business right now. So sometimes it just comes down to having integrity and being honest and being straightforward and just telling somebody, no, sorry, you want in my program, sorry, I won't work with you, because I'm doing you a disservice by allowing you to come in right now, because either A, you've got a bad attitude, you're not going to get the results you want to get, or B, you're not where you need to be in your business for me to actually take your business to higher levels and take your life to higher levels. Like, it would be one thing if somebody went and they came and they had a lot of money and they had a lot of different problems in a lot of different areas with friendships, with their relationships, their marriages falling apart. They constantly have running thoughts. They've got anger issues. They've got all these other problems and they have the money. Okay, fine. Providing they really wanted to go make those changes, definitely that would be like a problem qualified. And if they're financially qualified, then yes, it doesn't always have to be business qualified, because some people, they do really well for themselves. They launch a business, their business is brand new. They're not really going and seeing massive results from their business yet, but there's so many other areas they want to work on. And they understand that not only do you need to invest in yourself, because it's the best investment you'll ever make, but also you need to go and you need to focus on having success in every single area of your life, not just money. So many people, they just focus on making money, having success on a financial side of things. But what about a time freedom thing? What about a health thing? What about a relationship things? Because if you don't have health, you don't have anything. If you have horrible relationships, you could have all the money in the world. Who you can actually enjoy that money with? When your kids don't even want to hang out with you because you neglected them for 10 years of your life building your business, or your wife leaves you because you never pay attention to her and you're always just working 24 hours a day. You don't have a proper daily winning formula, like I like to call it, and like I've got it in my program and in my course. You need to have a daily winning formula to have success in every area of your life. Otherwise, things will go wayward. Things will go to the wayside because it's so easy to get distracted and get off focus and get off tilter, or just have something just take more of your time and more of your focus. And if you're not properly allocating to go and have certain levels in a lot of different areas, then you're going to run into problems. And that's the one thing I like about Matthew McConaughey. I've heard him, Matthew McConaughey, I've like heard him talk at like, I don't know, he did a speech at like some award ceremony. And he was talking about like different set levels, or he does different ratings and different things in his life. And it's like, if his career is at a 9 and his relationship with his wife is at a 3, he knows he needs to pivot and put more time into his relationship and ease back on his career. Or let's say if his friendships are at a 2 and his relationship with his wife is at a 10, he needs to go maybe take some time from that relationship and drift it and put it into some of those other relationships. So like, he has a really good system in the sense that not a lot of people actually think about that. They don't think about, okay, what are the areas of my life that give me the ultimate joy, ultimate happiness, and the most success? Obviously, we all need to make money to go and live and to live well. But at the same time, there's so many other things that get neglected. And unless you actually have a system in place to make sure that every single thing is being worked on in a sustainable way and in a growth type of way, that way you can go and you can have amazing amounts of money, amazing amounts of time, amazing relationships, amazing health, amazing clarity and peace and happiness in your mind, right? But if you're not allocating proper time, then you're never going to get there. A. B, if you're not investing in yourself to actually go and do these things, then you're never going to have that life. It's always going to be a pipe dream. You're always going to be having those running thoughts, wondering, okay, what's wrong in my life? Why am I not fulfilled in my relationships? Why aren't I fulfilled in my business? Why aren't I making the money that I'm making? You're going to be constantly dwelling on all of these things because your mind ain't right. And because you're unwilling to go and invest the money you need to in yourself to have success in every area of your life. So the investment that you make in yourself is the best investment you will ever make in your life. You never have to worry about losing. And it's just basically a win-win. And it amazes me that so few people invest in themselves. So few people actually spend thousands of dollars on growth. And I know a lot of people. I have a lot of friends. I have one friend who obviously he's doing very well for himself. He's built a couple few 7-figure companies, an 8-figure company. He spent over $500,000 on masterminds, like Dan Graziosi masterminds and Tony Robbins masterminds. And he worked with like Dr. DeMartini, and he's worked with all of these people. And he's learned so much stuff. He's gone on so many retreats. He's read so many books. He's implemented so many different systems into his life where he's invested $500,000 into his growth. But at the same time, I also see pictures of him on Facebook with kids in Mexico, and him and his company will go to Mexico and actually physically build houses for people who are homeless, who don't have houses to live in. And not only will he go and physically do the work, him and his team of staff and his team of people that he works with, they fund all of the money to go and build a couple homes every single year for people who need it in Mexico. So not only does he go and has no problem investing in himself, he has no problem giving back. And that's another reason probably why 7 years ago he was 80K in debt. Now 7 years later, he's got $20 million or $15 million, and he's grown all of these amazing companies because it's the energy he's putting out there. He's the investment he's making in himself. That 500,000 is probably turned into 15 million. So was it a good investment? Yes. Now he has amazing relationships. He has a couple amazing businesses, and he's able to go do things like that. And there was a post that he did once that was pretty awesome that I really liked. He basically had a post up on one of his stories, and he said, anyone who says money doesn't buy happiness hasn't given enough away. And he's holding like a little girl who's like super dirty, who like looks like she does not have any money. Maybe she's homeless. And I think it actually was somebody who he just built a house for, like a family that he just built a house for with his team, and paid all the money, spent all the money, put in all of the sweat equity, and he built them a house. And this girl's hugging him and kissing his face. And the caption is like, anyone who says money doesn't buy happiness hasn't given enough away. And it's so true. But if you've never gone and grown and developed yourself or invested in yourself where you can actually hit like those highest levels of business because you're so busy just investing in marketing and advertising, then, and you do no investment into yourself, no investment into your growth or your education or your belief systems or your thoughts or your daily routine, then you'll never get to the point where you have millions of dollars where you can do these things. You'll always just have enough, have that new truck, have that cool house, maybe have that quad, some material things, maybe a good relationships, maybe you'll have a divorce, maybe your kids will kind of like you, maybe your kids will be like, oh, daddy, all he does is work, he has no time for me. Like, who knows exactly? But at the same time, it's so important to go and invest in yourself. So touching on the last point is what returns can you anticipate? Well, I guess I kind of just covered them talking about, a friend of mine and kind of the amount he spent on himself, his own personal investment in himself, his development, the type of things he can do, the type of life that he can live, and the type of money he's made because he spent this amount of money in himself. And like I said, only 7 years ago, he was like $80,000 or $85,000 in debt. He's gone on to build 2 7-figure companies, an 8-figure company. And he's doing all of the things he's doing. He's worked with all of the people that he's worked with, but he's also spent $500,000 on his education. So investing in yourself, he would not be where he is today if he didn't invest money in himself and if he didn't invest that amount of money in himself. So, and of course, you all got to start from somewhere. Everyone has to start from somewhere. Nobody goes out and spends like $100,000 for a mastermind without going and spending $3,000 and $5,000 and $7,000 on a few different courses, building up to the point where they're way better internally. They have doubled their income. Maybe they used to make 70 grand a year and now they make 300K a year. Nobody goes and just jumps to a $100,000 mastermind with, I think it was Tom Bilyeu or someone. I'm not even sure who the mastermind was with, but spent $100,000 on a single mastermind, which is, crazy to me. I've never spent that, but at the same time, that is, the big thing when it comes to investing in yourself and the amount of return you're going to get when it comes to your wealth, your happiness, your peace, your time freedom, your relationships, your friendships. No money in the world can replace that. If you're unhealthy because you've been neglecting yourself, your business is basically drove you into the ground and you have no health because you've poured all of your energy into your business, then what good is having a successful business? Or what good is making a whole bunch of money if you have no wife and kids to enjoy it with or no husband to enjoy it with because they left you because you didn't put the time that you needed into those relationships? So that's why investing in yourself to become the best version of yourself for the best relationships, for the best happiness, for the best health, for the best wealth is the best investment you can ever make. And there is no amount of money that can actually be equated to how good the investment is. So I hope you enjoyed this live, and looking forward to seeing you again. And of course, like always, if you're struggling in your business, if you don't have the time freedom you want, you're not making the income you want, you don't have the happiness, fulfillment, passion, purpose, you don't have clarity in your mind, clarity in your thoughts, you're constantly thinking about your business 24 hours a day, you're hanging out with your kids are going and they're playing soccer, and you're thinking about what you need to do tomorrow. If you're living a life like that and you're done living a life like that, then definitely reach out to me, send me a DM. Let's get on a quick 15-minute call, success planning call. Let's establish what are your goals, where are you currently at, what do you want to accomplish, and is it a benefit for us to work together? Because if it is, then we can move to a 45-minute strategy call, which is obviously a sales call where I'm going to be selling you something. I like transparency and honesty, because everyone respects transparency and honesty. I don't just do this business because I love it and because it's amazing and it's great to see people have massive success in their life and the type of stories that we can craft together and things that I see. But it's also, I'm also running a business. So yes, there will be something to buy at the end of the strategy call, but it does not hurt to go and jump on a 15-minute call and let's assess your challenges, your goals, where you're at, where your problems are. Let's go and see if what we have is a fit for you. And if not, no big deal, no sweat. We got to know each other. We had an awesome conversation. We built relationships and connection, and we move forward. Maybe the timing isn't right for you. Maybe you're not at that place in your business, and I tell you that directly, that you're not a fit for the program. Sorry. Sometimes you need to go and stick to your highest core values and turn people away. You can't just go and do everything everybody wants. If it's not going to be a benefit, then why would I ask you to buy it, if that makes sense? So if that's the case, you're not totally fulfilled, you're not totally happy, you want to invest in yourself, you want a better life, you want success in every area of your life, not just one or two areas, then definitely send me a message, send me a DM. Let's get on a quick 10-15-minute call, and you can book it at your convenience. Then we kind of go from there, see if it's a fit, see if it's not. Even if it's not, we have an awesome talk. We have a great connection. We get to know each other a bit, and everybody leaves a little bit wiser. So hope you have an amazing day. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have an amazing day, and we'll definitely chat soon. To the person who wrote, hey, a couple minutes into the live, I'm not sure if you're still on the live right now, but unfortunately, I can't see the comments because I'm on StreamYard. And unless you register on StreamYard, all it says is Facebook user. But whoever you are, whoever jumped on, whoever's on right now, I want to say thank you very much for watching. Thank you for jumping on. And I hope you have an amazing day. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.